All right, let's just get into this because I've been holding this in for a while. So, Papa Essiedu as Severus Snape? That rumor absolutely blew up. People went wild, some excited, some furious. And if you've been around here long enough, you already know where I stand. This isn't about acting talent, it's about the soul of a character. And for Snape, this casting just doesn't work. At all. Let me break it down. First off, Snape's physical description actually matters. Like, yes, books have descriptions for a reason. Snape is literally written as this thin, pale guy with greasy black hair and a hooked nose. That's not just aesthetics, it's part of his whole presence. The way people look at him, how they judge him, the loneliness, the outsider energy. It's in the look. When you cast someone who doesn't reflect that at all, you're not just changing a detail, you're changing the message. Snape is supposed to be unpleasant to look at, and then you realize there's depth under that bitterness. That's the point. It's the contrast, the symbolism. And Papa, as talented as he is, just doesn't give that. Now let's talk about the legacy Alan Rickman left behind, because, come on, the man was Snape. His voice, his body language, the way he could say 5 words and make you feel 10 years of pain, that was art. Rowling literally trusted him with Snape's biggest secret, his love for Lily, before anyone else knew it. That performance wasn't just accurate, it was sacred. So to now throw in a completely different kind of energy, nah, that's not building on the legacy, that's replacing it. And sorry, but you don't just replace Snape like you're recasting a background character. You can't copy Rickman, but you at least need to honor that cold, tortured, silent storm of a man. And Papa's acting style, way more expressive, energetic, modern. It's just not Snape. Now here's the part I really care about. Snape's core is internal conflict. He's not a showy character, he's not charming, he's not loud, he's repressed. This is a man who suffered silently for years, who played both sides, who carried grief like a second skin. Snape doesn't need charisma, he needs control. He's all about that slow burn, that simmering pain, and the vibe Papa gives off from his previous work, then that's not the vibe. Again, not about race, it's about tone. And when that tone is off, the whole character just feels wrong. Now let me say something that might ruffle some feathers, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Fans care about accuracy. Hardcore Potter fans, book fans, we notice everything. Eye colors, wand woods, Peeves being cut from the movies still hurts me. And now they want to tell us it's just a casting choice, stop overreacting? No. Because when you mess with a character like Snape, you're not just changing his face, you're changing his meaning. Imagine if they cast Voldemort as this charming, jolly uncle figure, or made Hagrid blonde and clean-shaven. It wouldn't work. It's not gatekeeping, it's respect. And when they ignore that, it feels like they're telling us, your version of this story doesn't matter. And yeah, that stings. And look, I'll just say it straight. This feels like a diversity checkbox, not a creative vision. Diversity is important. Inclusion is important. But forced representation doesn't help anyone. If you want strong Black characters in the wizarding world, great. There are ways to do that. Write new ones, explore Kingsley Shacklebolt's story, give us original characters that are compelling and real, but changing Snape's identity to tick a box? That's lazy. That's studio-level PR. And fans see right through that. That's why fans are so protective now, because we've already been burned. We want this series to get it right, and that starts with honoring the characters as they were written. So yeah, if Papa really has been removed from the role, I support it, not because he's not talented, but because he's just not right for this part. Snape is too important, too layered, too iconic. You don't reinvent that for headlines. You respect it. Anyway, that's my rant. Let me know what you think. Do you agree, or are you on the other side of this? Either way, drop a comment. Let's talk about it. And if you want more Potter deep dives, casting drama, and actual source-faithful opinions, You know what to do. Mischief managed.